Hello and welcome to Maths with Udom. I still remain your online mathematics tutor, Mr. Okon Udom, and I'm saying to you, welcome to today's class. Today, we are going to look at conversion of percentages to fractions. Conversion of percentages to fractions. As you can see from the board, conversion of percentages to fraction. To convert any percentage to fraction, all you need to do is to divide the given percent or percentage by 100. The given number can be a whole number, can be a decimal fraction, can be a mixed fraction, can be a proper fraction, but all you need to do is to divide that number by 100. That is the simple rule to follow. Okay? Now, why are we dividing by 100? From the word percent, percent. The word per represents divided by. Per means divided by, while the word cent means 100. Okay? Per is divided by, cent is 100. So by the time you match the two of them together, it simply means divided by 100. That is why we are dividing any given what number or any given percentage, we divide it by 100. That is the simple rule to follow. Is that okay? So let's have our examples right away. Examples. So what are our examples? Express the following percentages to what? To fractions. Express the following percentages to fractions. Number 1, 15%. Number 2, 4.5%. Number 3, 10.5%. And lastly, number 4, 1.035%. So these are our examples for today. So let's solve them one after the other. Solution. Okay? Let's solve them right away. So let's have our number 1. We have 15%. So 15%. So we have 15%. From the word I said, percent means divided by what? 100. So we divide this number by 100 over 1. Okay? And that will give us 15. Once we change the division sign into multiplication sign, what happens is that we multiply the number by the reciprocal of 100 over 1, which is 1 over 100. Okay? So the next thing for us to do is to multiply the numerators together. So 15 times 1 is 15. Then 1 times 100 will give us 100. Okay, so from here, we can see that there's a common factor between 15 and 100. So what is the common factor? 5 can go through. So we divide the numerator by what? By 5. We also divide the denominator by 5. So 15 divided by 5 will give us 3. While 100 divided by 5 will give us 20. Okay, so at the end of the day, we have succeeded in converting 15% into what? Into a fraction, which is 3 divided by 20. Okay, very simple. Let's move to number 2. Number 2 example, which is what? 4 whole number that is 4.5%. Okay, 4.5%. Can we quickly convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction? Yes. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1, 9 over 2. So we have 9 over 2%. Okay, 9 over 2%. And that gives us what? We change this. We want to change this into what? Into a fraction. It's in percentage. So we have 9 over 2 divided by, that is percent. Per means divided. Cent is 100. Percent divided by 100. So 100 over 1. So what do we do from here? We come here and we have 9 over 2. Once you change the division sign to multiplication sign, it means you have to write 100 over 1 in its reciprocal, which is what? 1 over 100. So we have 1 over what? 100. So what do? We multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. 9 times 1 is 9. Divided by what? 2 times 100 will give us 200. As you can see, there's no common factor between 9 and 200 except 1. 1 can go through them, but there's no other number except 1. So our final answer is 9 divided by 200, which is a fraction. Is that okay? Let's move to the next example. Example 3. And what do we have there? So what do we have in example 3? 10.5%. 10.5%. The first thing to do is to change this decimal fraction into what? Into an improper fraction. So 10.5 is the same thing as 105 divided by 10, because if you move from the front of 5 backwards to where the decimal point is, it means you are moving only once. Okay, so we divide this number by 10. So that will give us 105 divided by what? By 10. So 10.5 is equivalent to 105 divided by 10. That's step 1. Step 2 is that since we are converting from percentage to fraction, we divide this fraction by 100. That is our rule, okay? So divided by 100 over 1. So what do we do from here? We now come here and we write 105 divided by 10. You change the division sign to multiplication, and then you reverse or you invert 100 over 1. What is the reciprocal of 100 over 1? 1 over 100. So we have 1 over what? 100. So the next thing is that we multiply the numerators together. So 105 times 1 will still give us 105. Divided by what? 10 times 100 will give us 1000. Okay? So the next thing is for us to divide through. So let's divide through by 5. Okay? How many 5 can go in 10? 2. 5 in 10, 2. 5 in 5, 1. Divided by, how many 5 can go in 10? 2. Then we drop our 2 zeros in front of that. So finally, our answer will be 21 divided by 200. 21 divided by 200. So we have succeeded in converting 105% to what? To fraction. Okay? And let's move to our last example for today, example 4. Okay? Example 4. What do we have? We have 1.035%. Let's change this decimal fraction into what? Into an improper fraction. And that will give us 1035 0.035 divided by what? Okay, so we move from here backwards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is 3 zeros. So we are dividing by what? By 1000. 1000. So we have succeeded in converting 1.035 to an improper fraction. So the next thing is to what? Is to now divide this number by 100, which is our rule. So divided by 100 over 1. So we now come here and we have 1035 over 1000. We change the division sign into what? Multiplication. And then you write the reciprocal of 100 over 1, which is 1 over 100. So what do we do next? Is that we multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. So 1035 times 1 will give us 1035 divided by what? 1000 divided by 100 will give us what? Will give us 100,000. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So the next thing, we want to divide through by what? So we divide through, okay, how many 5 can go in 100? You know, we have 103 here, 103, okay? So how many 5 can go in 100? 20. And then remainder 35. How many 5 can go in 35? 7. Okay? So how many 5 can go in 10? 2. Then we repeat the 4 zeros left over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the end of the day, our final answer is 207 divided by what? 20,000. Let me repeat this. How many 5 can go in 100? 20. Remainder 35. Then how many 5 can go in 35? 7. Okay? Then how many 5 can go in 100,000? 20,000. So that is our answer for the last example. Let's have our assignment for today's class. Assignments. Okay? So let's take our assignments. So the question says, express the following percentages as fractions. Okay? Express the following percentages as fractions, or convert them to fractions. Number 1 is 12%. Number 2 is 30.13%. Number 3 number 4 and number 5. Okay, so these are your assignments for today. All right, these are your assignment for today. It says express the following percentages as fractions. Expressing them as fractions. Okay, number 1 is 12%, convert it to fraction. Number 2, 30.13%. 13 whole number, 3 over 7%. 81.9%. And lastly, 70 whole number, 5 over 6%. So you have to convert all this to what? To fractions. They are in percentages. You you convert them to fractions. So we have come to the end of today's class, which is very interesting and simplified. Okay, all you need to do is constant practice so you can get better by the day. So you solve this assignment and send the solution to your school teachers for appropriate marking, corrections, awarding of marks. And by so doing, you get better by the day. So we are through with today's class. Kindly like this video, drop your comments in the comment section, share this video to all your friends all over the world, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, to be sound mathematically and to become a mathematician, it needs constant practice. Practice mathematics every day, and then you'll be strong mathematically. Until I come your way again next time, I still remain your online mathematics tutor, and I'm saying to you, remain mathematically sound. See you in my next class. Bye for now. Bye-bye.